do we have?
That's right, Duncan. It's the episode of the bumper giveaway. Both, of course, you mentioned the giveaway, which is an Under Armour shoe bag. If you share this video and tell us in comments why you want to win an Under Armour shoe bag. And of course, there's also the 40% discount that we've been talking about for a while now. For limited time only, for 3 hours to be exact, from now until midnight. Now, to find out how you can stand to enjoy that 40% discount on UA.com, you need to stay tuned to the rest of this episode because we will be flashing the discount code very, very shortly.
Not 6th of October, 6th of May, John. You are way ahead. It is 6th of May. It is today from right now until 12 midnight. So get on to UA.com. 40% off regular price items. I might get involved as well. And of course, just stay tuned to us. We will flash the code very, very shortly. All right, let's get into the episode. And the first one is something to do with migrant workers, and that has been the hot topic in Singapore. Migrant workers, obviously the numbers going up with COVID-19 and testing with them. They have done a lot for us in Singapore. They are the cornerstone of what makes Singapore great. Obviously helping us with things that maybe Singaporeans do not fancy doing as well. But they're suffering at the moment, and Sports Singapore have come out with a special initiative.
That's right. 3 of the Sports Singapore staff have actually come out with a campaign just over this past week in which Sports Singapore staff can contribute by doing a set of workouts, 4 workouts to be exact, either jumping jacks, push-ups, I think shoulder rotations and the like. And each completed workout contributes to $1 being donated or being raised, rather, to a special care pack that's being given to the migrant workers who are actually currently residing at SportSG sports centers. So a total of 1,920 workouts were completed by over 200 staff. So
I've just done a quick calculation here using my abacus. 1,920 different workouts, which mean $1,920 have been raised with this initiative so far. Do you like my math?
Well, fantastic. You're a born mathematician.
All right, next up is Baihakki Khaizan. Now, he's back in Singapore. Obviously, he's decided to end his term there with the club, has decided to come back. But obviously, with every Singaporean that is coming back to Singapore right now, they have to serve stay-home notice. But it's not at home anymore. It is at, well, a dedicated facility. And in the case of Baihakki Khaizan, he is being housed at Intercontinental Singapore. Not a bad place to be housed. And I reached out to him recently to find out what it's like for an athlete who's still trying to keep fit, who's fasting at the moment, and that's being holed up in a hotel for 14 days. And he gave us this report.
Presenting Baihakki's Quarantine Diaries.
It's my 7th day here. It's going to take another week. So yeah, in this room, as you can see, this is a very nice, it's a very nice hotel. I'm pretty thankful for that. And besides, I mean, my daily routines is all about just, keep myself fit. How do I do that? Well, I can't do much, to be honest. I got my exercise corner right here, if you can see. I just want to show you a little bit. Yeah, this is my exercise corner. So with a little bit of rubber band work. What I do normally is, obviously I need to wake up in the morning, about 5 o'clock to eat my meals before the fasting kicks off. So, and I go to bed. After that, sometimes I will do light exercises just before I go to bed, again for the second round. Well, obviously not forgetting my video games. Sometimes I will play them through the phone or through my laptop, and also Skyping with my family, the kids. I mean, I miss them so much. It's so near yet so far, and I can't wait to be back.
I cannot see your face. Yeah, say hello. Say bye bye.
Have you eaten or are you fasting? Are you fasting? Done. Just to share a bit with you, as you know, it's fasting month right now, so I will be fasting almost every day during my time here. And look what we have here. They have made a custom menu for me. So there you go. Okay, we have from Monday to Friday and all the menus and all the dishes and whatnot. So it's pretty nice, and yeah, man, looking forward for a fruitful stay here in Intercontinental. So far things have been good. Hello guys, it's time to break fast. So enjoying my food.
I love how this rush gear makes me feel. Every time I put it on, I feel super powerful. My training is super intense, so I need something like this that's gonna make me feel strong and ready to go.
So 7 down, 7 to go for Baihakki, and I think more important for him is that he will be celebrating Hari Raya with his family after serving out his quarantine, his stay-home notice at Intercontinental Singapore. A big servant for Singapore football and for Team Singapore, obviously.
Well, we recently also spoke to Iksan Fandi, who's in Norway. Very interesting stories, contrasting stories. One being in Norway, where he still has slightly more freedom. I wouldn't say a lot more freedom. And then now we have Baihakki's story. Yeah. But both really making most of the situation. And we're so happy to see our athletes coming through during this tough period for everyone.
Now, I have a few obsessions in my life, John, as you may know, but there is an obsession nowadays with toilet rolls. I don't think I'm into that obsession just yet, but people are finding different ways to get active with a toilet roll. Obviously, the whole shtick in the past was, people were hoarding stuff and people were hoarding just toilet rolls, worried that, the world might end. At least there's toilet paper at home, right? But people have come up with different ways. The first one was juggling a toilet roll like it's a football, but we've come and seen different variations of the toilet roll challenge recently.
Yes, and of course, speaking of football, now we've transitioned to freestyle football with our very own Shaun, a local freestyle footballer hailing from XP. Let's have a look at his challenge. Juggling toilet rolls isn't the only option. There are also other workouts you can do at home creatively using toilet paper, particularly if you have been hoarding them earlier on. Now, we're going to have a look at someone who recently had a challenge that you took on, I think.
I took on, yes, the teacup challenge.
Yes, that's a teacup challenge.
The one that went over the head and, got me tangled up in my own self. I did pass it, and I think you even posted it. Who did it better, Cheryl or Duncan? And I think unanimously,
everyone has said Duncan did better. I do not know why, but we're gonna have to have a little relook at that.
Yeah, we have to have a relook
just
at
to decide on that again. But anyway, back to the topic on hand. Cheryl's back again.
Yes,
yet again with her own set of workouts at home, done with toilet rolls.
So, Cheryl looking very splendid, of course, in her Under Armour outfit. And you're wearing an Under Armour outfit as well, aren't you, John?
Yeah, this is an Under Armour top.
You know what? I think I should get in the party as well, the UA party. And, you know, when there is a discount, obviously you want to get involved. You want to go to the website. And if there is a code, you know, somehow if there is a code out there to get that 40% discount, then you should get in it. And bam, here we go. Get active. That is the code.
How predictable is that?
Get down to
Get Active TV is the discount code
for
40% off all regular priced Under Armour items on UA.com from now until 12 midnight tonight. That's 6th of May. 2020.
You got the date right. You got the date right. So get your second screen out. Obviously, keep on watching the show. Get your second screen out. Get to UA.com and get, you know, clicking on what you want to put in your basket. As soon as the episode is over, go to checkout and get your things done. Free delivery, I believe, as well, John.
Yep, that's right, Duncan. Recently, we had a look at a series of workouts done at home by our very own Sports Singapore ambassador, who's a former rugby athlete, Sidney Kumar. He's come out with another creative and interesting series for dads. And it's called the Daddy Triathlon, featuring standard obstacle course lookalike obstacles that you can do at home. Let's have a look.
Very innovative. Have a look.
Okay, stage 1 of the May Day Daddy Triathlon is clear up the baby's room. Let's go. Job done. Stage 1 done. Transition, stage 2. We're going downstairs. Second part, let's go. Second stage. Usually you find yourself chasing your kid around the house. So here we go. Stage 2 of the Dad's Labor Day Triathlon. It's been 32 hours. I started this cave. Trying to make sure my body doesn't give up. It's tough. No water, no food, no space. We're almost there. The enemy is on the other side of the tunnel. Look at her. Not even panting. Coming back for more. We have to make it out. We're almost there. Ah. Stage 2 done, captured the objective. Yeah, proceeding on to stage 3, the final stage of our triathlon. Stop licking my hand. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Last stage of the triathlon, going to do a pram run just around the area. After this, we're done with the most grueling part, stage 2. Okay, so that's a short workout. I thought I'd switch things up a bit today. Good fun. Not sure if you had the same amount of fun. Okay, take care guys, stay safe, stay home. I'll see you all soon. Say bye-bye. Bye-bye. Okay.
Great stuff as usual by Sidney, Kumar. This challenge, obviously he had the reverse dead board challenge recently, which I think I should be getting involved in as well to get my reverse dead board in order. Moving on to table tennis, and we've seen the pass it on challenge, right? We've seen variations of it from Line City Sailors, the Active SG Football Academy, just various ways. Basketball, we saw the Slingers do it, but table tennis have got involved with the pass it on challenge as well, and very innovative. I believe it is the best pass it on challenge yet. Fight me on this if you want. I think it's been the best one so far in the Singapore context. What do you think, John?
Well, certainly all items have been used, in fact, to juggle the table tennis ball. Not just a table tennis bat.
Yeah.
Quite literally everything that they can find at home was being used.
It's great stuff. Have a look. Ingenious ways of keeping yourself occupied at home using the table tennis ball and using different variations as a bat or as a paddle, as they would like to be called. Also, how else can you play table tennis at home if you do not have a net? Well, for the Singapore Table Tennis Association, they are using toilet rolls as a net. John, have you seen anything like that?
Well, I have to be completely honest, I've never seen toilet paper or toilet rolls, as they've put it, being used in so many different ways as different kinds of sports as well, except for during circuit breaker recently. How creative are these people?
Very, very creative. So a big star in Singapore table tennis is Meng, #1 women's player, I think, at the moment in Singapore. And, you know, she has to keep fit, right? She has the Olympics coming up next year. She needs to be sharp. So what do you do if you do not have anyone else to play table tennis with? Well, you improvise. And, well, just have a look at what she's done in her own home. Different mechanics involved, different equipment for her to practice by herself, and I think this will keep her sharp, John.
Yeah, not quite toilet paper material for this. A lot more serious and a higher level. But this is how our athletes are making full use of their time at home with whatever equipment they have.
Okay, so we've had Shaheed on for the Athletes Game Show, and we're going to feature him in the Wednesday report. And, you know, I would like him to make me eggs in the morning because the way he caresses an egg is absolutely lovely. John, what's he up to?
I do not know what you like being caressed, Duncan. That's not really for me to decide. But certainly Shaheed here, taking part in the egg challenge, it's a very ingenious way to actually make use of eggs. I do hope they eat the eggs after so they're not wasting food. But this takes a very high level of technique, not to crack the shells, if you are to look closely at the video, because he did need to lift the eggs up and then caress it, like you said.
That's why I use the word caress, John, for no other reason.
And I do
that.
believe that it's not just limited to tennis athletes. So it's so long as you are able to juggle an egg, you can take part in this challenge.
No yoke, this is impressive.
Some of the puns that I'm hearing on set, and we're being totally judged here by Felicia, of course, sitting behind the camera. Over the last few episodes of the Wednesday Report, we've seen plenty of workouts being done at home, creative workouts, with equipment, without equipment. And we're going to continue in that vein today. Okay. Right, I'm going to start off, of course, with something we've not seen in previous weeks, and that's workouts not done alone, but of course with family members, since that's allowed. We're seeing siblings, or rather partner stacked push-ups.
Yes.
This one being done by Lim Yao Xiang and Lim Yao Peng.
And let's go. 1 and up and 2 and up and 3. 2 more. 4. Last one. Thank you.
Quite tough, if you ask me, Duncan. Would it be something you'd be interested in trying out?
Well, not with you, but I will definitely look at doing so. I will get my wife involved at some point, and I'm sure she won't be pleased with me just saying this out on national television. But Natasha, let's be doing this at some point and do a partner stack challenge.
Natasha, I'm going to be holding you accountable for this. I'm gonna need to see this on social media one day.
I'm sorry. Okay, so also we saw Joseph Schooling improvising on his training. It was a little bit of tongue-in-cheek in the bathtub, doing his, was it a breaststroke, was it a freestyle? Who knows, it was a bathtub, we weren't able to tell. But there are different ways now that swimmers are keeping active. And we have one in particular, a video which is so impressive. There is even a pail there to mimic, having the breaths in and out of water. What was this video all about?
That's right, Duncan. This one, of course, from Sandy Law, who I believe is a Spartan. She competes in Spartan races, an obstacle course racer. Not everyone has the luxury of having a bathtub at home. What an ingenious way to practice swimming. If you can't get your whole body in the water, then at least you get your face in a basin of water. How about that?
Yeah, fantastic stuff. And it's also the way I get ready in the morning.
Lifting weights at home, of course, that is also doable. But not everyone has the benefit of having a set of dumbbells at home.
Yeah, that's true.
And we've seen a lot of cases, and we can't exactly go out now to buy gym equipment for our home workouts.
I also believe that the dumbbells are sold out now because everyone has just been buying them in anticipation of circuit breaker. But I think we've shown that there's also other things that you can carry to act as dumbbells. I mean, how else will you keep yourself entertained after vacuuming your house? You carry a vacuum. Same way for you. Do you have a camera bag lying around your house?
Not exactly, but that's exactly what we've been lifting. Not exactly by choice, but as a request from Shayna Ng, of course, if you've not caught that episode of Spotlight on Team Singapore just this past Monday, here's a look at it again.
Now, of course, there are camera bags, there are vacuum cleaners at home. But what about if you have a dog, a cat, a turtle, a hamster?
Yeah.
What can you do with them, John?
Well, basically just lift them, Duncan.
Okay.
Anything you see at home, you have nothing better to do, just lift them.
Yeah.
Yeah. As the song goes, you raise me up.
Segue to Dawn Sim, who has been lifting her dog as part of an exercise just to keep fit and maybe to give the dog a little bit of a roller coaster ride at home.
Well, I can't seem to find a video that's more uplifting than that one, except for perhaps this one, Duncan. Someone else that we both know, also from the Singapore football scene, and he seems to have run out of ideas apart from with lifting weights.
Yeah.
He's resorted now to lifting furniture at home, and then even his mum.
And that's what's going on. So this whole challenge and this lifting furniture and his mum as well is all part of the AIA campaign. It's called Embracing New Norms Challenge. It's a campaign which involves staying active with anything you can find in your house. And it all started with David Beckham being called out to find ways to keep active at home. He was just throwing ping pong balls, almost like the beer cup challenge, right? Just throwing ping pong balls into a cup. And that just, spun its way into Singapore. And Hassan Sani then got involved with a very creative way. And so we know Hassan Sani as the man between the posts, between the sticks, with his gloves. But I think in this video, he's using his gloves for different use. Interesting stuff.
Come.
Huh? Yay!
One, two, three, four, up. One, up, two, up, and up. Thank you AIA Singapore for the challenge. Now it's your turn to show me how you stay active and stand to win a SPL jersey. Stay home and stay safe.
So then Hassan Sani from that video challenged his Singapore football teammates And the best one of the lot has to be Madhu Mohana from Tampines Rovers. And in his reply, ingenious. I can't think of other ways to get myself active at home, to have my own workout. And I like the part in particular when you watch this video where he just wets the floor and goes on the wet floor with his socks and then puts his hand on his bed and just tries to keep his balance, and then your legs just go all over the place. So he works your core, works your legs, and then he just falls over. Madhu Mohana, ever have the time, create a video with the two of us and we will go viral, man.
I love how this rush gear makes me feel. Every time I put it on, I feel super powerful. My training is super intense, so I need something like this that's gonna make me feel strong and ready to go.
Well, that's Madhu for you, Duncan. Now, we've not just seen workout videos this period or workout contests. The Singapore national kayak canoe team came up with their own quiz and contest in which participants stand to win either free sessions with the national canoe kayak team, with the coaches or the athletes, and even the chance of winning a Kashna cyclo pedal as the overall individual prize for the lucky draw.
I cannot believe it. What a prize that is.
Hi, I'm Balash, the head coach of the Singapore kayak team. As you know that we have to stay at home for another few more weeks for our own safety, I was thinking, what can we do? You were thinking as well, yeah? We are having different challenges at home, and I thought, why not have a fun activity? Fortunately, I had some help from my fellow coaches and athletes, and we came out with, I think, a brilliant idea. You should try it.
Stay home, no reason in the world for it. We're all about half crazy, kids are bouncing off the wall. Stay home, no reason in the world for it.
It's the Wednesday report. Have a little fun, and of course, more importantly, there is a special discount code right now for you to get on. Get Active TV, go to ua.com. Regular price items, 40% off with the promo code GetActiveTV. And it's from now, right now. If you're watching this on repeat, then it's too late for you. If you're watching it live, from right now until 12 midnight, 40% off with the code GetActiveTV.
That's right. And also, not to forget, if you share this video and tell us in the comment section why you want to win an Under Armour shoe bag, you stand to be one of the lucky winners to do so.
Fantastic. Great fun as usual on the Wednesday report, John. It's evenings with John and Duncan, and really looking forward again to our Friday session, the Athletes Game Show. Who do we have in store?
Well, we've had some very exciting matchups over the last 2 weeks, of course, with Kirsten versus Shaheed, and then last week's martial arts edition, in which Chelsea and Sim took on Sheikh Firdaus, and some very interesting segments. I love the guess the yoga, or rather it's the mimic the yoga
pose,
yoga pose segment. But we do have a battle of the hoops this Friday.
It's basketball versus netball, Delvin versus Akila. Who will come out on top? Well, you have to join us on Friday, 9 p.m. on Get Active TV and One Play Sports. It's evenings with John and Duncan. Good night.
See you then.